Hi, this is Kalidas Porika. I'm going to go over the customization that we did for the Genband using your maps. So initially we have rebranded the login page to the Genband, and here I'm going to go over the summary of what we have done so far. So after we got the maps from the G, we immediately loaded it into our map browser. And as you see here, we have few gateways simulated. And in these gateways, let's go into one gateway. So here we have focused on the two main tables, a reef point system map and then the reef point IPsec map. So for the gateway at the top level, we have modeled these parameters like bandwidth usage and the 6 parameters from the scalars. Like here, you have the bandwidth usage, and the other 6 parameters are from the reef point IPsec map. Yeah, these parameters. So they are at the gateway level. And after that, we have modeled 3 main things like the IP address pool, the security gateway performance, and the security gateway slot. So let me start with the slot. The slot basically identifies the cards in each of the gateways, and once you click on the card or a slot, it gives the details of that slot. And we have modeled the slot attributes, and at the bottom we are also modeled the slot backup that comes from the following table. So we have the slot table, we have modeled that, all the attributes here, and we have also saw that the backup table corresponds to each slot, and these are the attributes that you see in the configuration dashboard that corresponds to the slot. Underneath the slot, we have the CPU, and each CPU has these attributes. They come from the following map, the CPU stats table. So these attributes come from there. So we have created that. So as usual with any attribute, you just click on that attribute and you get the graph with the values, and you can also navigate to the different values like yesterday, 1 day, 7 days, or these values. Or you can also select multiple values and click on show report, and then it will show you the values from those all the selected values. Or you can also do dynamic refresh. So this is valid across the any attribute that we have here. So in here we have now the values are refreshing, and if you look at here, the timestamps are changing here. So every 2 seconds it goes to the security gateway agent, gets the value and refreshes them. Okay. Next, we have modeled the address pool, and address pool corresponds to this one. There is a tabular view, and once you click on the address pool, these are the attributes that we have modeled. So address pool corresponds to this particular table, and we have modeled that. After address pool, we have created the biggest is the performance. So the performance corresponds to 3 tables in IPsec module. So these 3 tables are like IPsec security gateway tables, errors table, and gateway errors table. Since all these tables have the same primary keys, the indexes, customer, subscriber, and type, we are modeled them as together, as one object. And if you go back to the a particular this thing, so you have 3 tabs here. In each one, you have see here the first one corresponds to the IP security gateway, the I key errors, and at the bottom the IP security gateway error. And here we want to create the dashboards that corresponds to the KPIs that we can use of them. And we also want to modify the indexes here. We have created indexes 1 to 1, 1 to 2, but they should be, looks like they are like a customer name, then subscriber name, and then the type. So we can make them more specific, means more usable to what is already used in a real gateway. So here also a user can select multiple attributes and then click on show report, or he can do the refresh to refresh these values. So that's most of it on the performance and the data collection. We also have created the reports, the top 10 devices with the CPU util, bandwidth usage, and this is again high pool utilization. This is again customizable, means if you want to have different parameters, you can do that. On top of that, we also have customized the fault. That is, we created a trap parser for the read point mid. So we have created all the parsers here that basically, if there is any alarm that comes from this is the parser trap parsers that come from the security gateway. It parses them and correspondingly creates the meaningful alerts. We definitely need one more WebEx or on-site meeting so that the demo to sprint can be much more powerful, because the modeling part here, the indexes, instead of having 1 to 1, 1 to 2, we want to create indexes that are real life like indexes, and we want to have some guidance on how to simulate these values. We have the ability to simulate them as random and counters, so that and then we can create a few KPIs in the security gateway performance parameters, because we have so many parameters here. So we can minimize these three huge lists and create a dashboard here that has the dials that corresponds to the KPIs. So that's all that we have for the so far that we have customized. Thanks.